But today I'm going to talk about, as you come into your approach, leaning away and subtle movements that you can do to change your rotation. So when we talk about high jump, one of the common things is why we run a curve. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to hold it in my hand and I'm going to start spinning. Okay, now notice that when I'm spinning, this is in my hand, right? And it's moving. Now, when I let go, what did you notice? That went straight at the point I let go of, but then I kept spinning, right? So when I come through here and run on a curve, what I'm doing is I'm running, I'm leaning away. Now, I've drawn a little line right here. You see this? Now, I'm running along the circumference. Now, if I continue, it's just gonna keep going, right? So as long as I don't leave the ground, I'll continue. And that's the same thing as when I'm holding the bag and spinning, right? As long as I'm holding that bag, staying on the line, I'm gonna rotate. Same thing here. Now, the moment I jump or leave the ground, I go straight, right? So the moment I let go of the bag, it went straight. So the same thing's gonna happen. If I am running in here and I jump, I'm not gonna keep moving on this curve, I'm gonna go straight. But what happened to me and my body? When I let go of it, it went straight, but I kept rotating, right? So when I come over here and I jump, boom, I'm gonna go straight, but my body is gonna rotate. So that's why we run on that curve, right? The further away we can lean and control, boom, boom. If I'm leaning away to the point where I actually will fall, I can't hold myself up, I'm gonna hit here at about a 30 to 45 degree angle right here. And then I'm gonna come through. The moment I leave the ground or toe off, I'm gonna be about parallel, maybe even a little bit turned open. And then as soon as I leave the ground, I'm gonna open up and come through. And two things are gonna happen. I'm gonna have two types of rotations. The first rotation is a twist. The second rotation is a somersault. So I'm gonna do a little movement right through here. I'm gonna run. Camera person is gonna stand right over here. You can see my angle. Now what I'm gonna try to do is run here and I'm gonna brake, which means I'm not gonna be leaning on a curve. So when I come through, I'm gonna try to be parallel to the bar. And watch what I have to do. So we'll wait for these young athletes to move through. All right, so I'm gonna run up parallel to the bar and try to jump over. What did I have to do? I came up, I ran right here. Now I'm running along this way, right? Well, remember that circle goes this way. So if I jump, I'm gonna jump and just go straight, right? If I have to get over the bar this way, I have to dive in. So I wanna actually jump while I'm still on this curve to get me over, okay? So now I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm just gonna jump earlier and I'm only gonna be upright. So I'm not even going to lean away. I'm gonna try to be upright. And even if I jump here upright, I'm gonna just rotate and come over. Now I'm here, boom, 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 boom. You can already see I'm starting to rotate even if I do nothing, okay? Now I can add one more step to that and I can actually really force myself to lean away. So now I'm gonna do the same thing and I'm just gonna really lean away and watch my body just naturally twist. I'm gonna freeze in the air. There's gonna be no movement of my hips. I'm gonna have no inversion. I'm just gonna let myself freeze in the air. Right here, and just really focus on lean. And you know how literally I freeze in the air and you can see me just pop, right? So now I can add a third layer to that. I can run, really focus on leaning, come right here, hips come through, allow myself to open, and then once my armpit gets close to the bar, then I can let myself really invert and then freeze. So I'm going through kind of these progressions of moving through the stages. Then, if I really want to, I can do some skywalking. This is just a fun thing to do when you're kind of done. So I'll have a whole bunch of more videos coming out soon on high jump.